Hey there, Sunrise Beauty Team. This is Chris Arnold, your Avon Independent Sales Leader, and I have your Tuesday topic for you for May 8th of 2018. And we're in the midst of campaign 11, so that would be which campaign we're in. And what I wanted to talk to you today about is whether or not you are giving away the store in an effort to build your business. And this is something that, we see from time to time. I don't know if we really have anybody on the team right now that's doing it, but it's just something, I want people to be aware of. Just, a few things that, to think about first. First off, I think we can all agree that if you are, if you are an Avon representative and you're looking to really build a business, you're in this to make money. Now, obviously, if you're a personal shopper, you're just looking for the discount. If you're just looking for a little something to do. But even then, you're in this to make money. You don't want to go in the hole. And most of us have things we need to do with the money we're earning from this business. The other thing I want you to keep in mind is that you have value. Your time, your effort, your energy has value. You deserve to earn a decent income from the work that you do. Helping customers place their order, getting the products to them. You have value and you deserve to earn a decent income for doing that work. So what I see sometimes when I hear people say, I'm getting plenty of orders, but I'm not making any money, or I'm putting so much time into this that it doesn't really feel like I'm earning enough to be worth the time that I'm putting into it. And so there's a couple of things that can be, that could be the cause of this. And one of those things is, we get in this mindset where we'll kind of, I'll do anything to get a customer. I'll do anything to get an order. The customer's always right. That kind of mindset. Any of you who live in Vegas or have ever lived in Vegas might be familiar with the commercials for Findlay Toyota and their general manager, John Barr. For many years, they had an ad campaign going where the whole thing was, I will do anything to sell you a car. And he would do all kinds of crazy stunts. I think he got shot out of a cannon and just all sorts of really weird things that he would do as a joke to get somebody to buy a car. So I think, that's an easy mindset for us to get into, especially when we're new and we're building our business and every order is precious. So we tend to get into that mindset that I'll do whatever I have to do to get this person to order. But if what you're doing to get the person to order is giving away too much of your profit, then is it really worth getting the order? So, there's plenty of things that, yes, you definitely want to do, sharing samples or demos with a customer, having a conversation with them to help them determine if the products are right for them, giving them, like I said, samples, sharing demos, giving a little thank you gift. Sometimes you might want to give a discount. So like if it's their birthday or anniversary, or if they give you a referral, you want to give them a discount as a thank you. But one example I saw recently was a representative on one of the Facebook groups that was looking for advice about what to do. She had a customer, she had given the customer a discount for her anniversary, or for her birthday. It was the customer's birthday month, and she had given the customer a discount. But then the customer came back the next campaign and expected another discount. Now she wasn't really clear in the original question. Was this customer like demanding a discount? Like, if you don't give me a discount, I'm not going to place the order. Or if it was just asked in a way that made the representative feel like if the customer didn't get the discount, or that made her feel like there was some reason that she should give the customer a discount. And kind of the consensus, the answers in that was that really, no, they wouldn't give the customer a discount. And one of the main reasons why was because this customer was sort of setting herself up as somebody who was going to be difficult if you didn't give her a discount every campaign. But at the same time, wasn't doing anything to warrant receiving a discount. She wasn't, wasn't getting a referral. It wasn't her birthday. It wasn't her, anniversary campaign as a customer. she wasn't really doing anything to warrant a discount other than she said, well, you gave me a discount last campaign. Why can't you give me one this campaign? So I just want you to take a look at what are you spending on, discounts especially. That's a big one. Our prices we have great prices at regular price. And look at how many sales we have in a campaign. So really look at, our prices our products are a good value. They are worth the price that we are charging for them. So I don't ever want you to feel guilty charging whatever the brochure price is or charging full price for a product. If you can't get a product on sale for somebody, don't feel guilty about charging full price. The products are worth the price we're charging, and you are worth your earnings on that price. So, because what happens is, especially, if you're discounting, and things in the brochure, the entire discount comes out of your profit. At least if you've got somebody, you're referring them to your online store, they're placing an order for direct delivery, and they're using the Welcome 10 code. They're getting 10% off their order, but that 10% comes off the total order. So if you're earning 30%, then you're not giving away the whole 10% to the customer. You're still earning 30% of what they end up spending after the discount. Whereas, so just as an example, easy math, $10 order. If it's a $10 order, they're ordering on your online store, they're getting $10 off. They get the dollar off, and then you get, if you're earning 30%, you're 30% of that $9. So that'd be $2.70. You're getting that commission on that order. If it's a $10 order and you're delivering it face to face, it was part of your representative order, you're giving them that dollar off. Well, on a $10 order at 30%, you're earning $3. You gave away a dollar, you're only earning $2. So you really want to look at what effect those discounts are having on your earnings. Sometimes we think, if it's a $50 order and we give 10% off, we think, well, it's only $5. But that $5 comes out of your profit, not the total, that's a whole $5 out of your profit, not some of it is coming off of Avon's side and some of it is coming off your side. It's all coming off of your side. So, definitely keep that in mind. Take a look at those. If you really feel like you're not making enough money, look at where you're spending money on things like that. Sometimes representatives will maybe spend a bit too much on samples. They'll shower their customers with samples every campaign, but they're not doing it in a strategic way. So it could end up being a bit of a waste of money. Or, if you've got somebody who has unreasonable expectations of samples, somebody who says, well, I want to get a sample of every single lipstick color, or I want to get a sample of every single fragrance. That's when you can say, well, I really can't do that many at one time, but let's pick 3 colors or 3 fragrances that you really think you'll like, and let's start with those. Okay, so that's another way that you can, you're not giving away the store. You're just giving a few samples, not a ton. So definitely, look at where you're spending, or where you're giving up profit in an effort to get an order or build your team or build your sales, and just, really take a look at whether or not it's worth it. And it's not a cut and dry sort of thing. There's not any hard and fast rule. I know some people who will say, absolutely not. I will not ever discount for anything. And I personally, I'm almost there. I very rarely discount. I have an ongoing program with what we call Albi Bucks. They're little paper dollars. If they have a $25 order before tax, they get an Albi Buck that they can spend for $1 off a future order. And I guarantee you, if the order is $24.99, they're not getting an Albi Buck. It's got to be $25 before tax. But then they're pretty free to use the dollar on whatever order they want. They can save them up, use several at a time. But again, that's something you have to look at. If you let somebody save up several at a time and they save up 10 of them and use 10 Albi Bucks off a $10 order, then, maybe that doesn't work as well for you. So you have to look at, how you want to work those programs. And I do give customers, I give them gifts or discounts as a thank you for referring new customers to me, which is especially good because that's how I get the majority of my customers these days, because my business is so established. But it is a great way to build orders, because referrals almost always place an order. So, And of course, I don't actually give the thank you discount or product until the referral has placed an order. But sometimes I do get referrals from, hey, my friend so-and-so would like a brochure. Could you send them one? And they may not order right away. But when they do, the person who referred them to me will get a gift or a discount off their order. Um, and I keep track of when my customers place their first order. And every year in that campaign, I give them a card saying, thank you for continuing to be my customer. And as a token of my appreciation, take 10% off a future order. So I do some discounting, but not enough or not a lot. I mean, I do plenty. So definitely, it's definitely enough discounting. So, take a look at that. Make sure you're not giving away the store. Same thing applies with your teams. If you're a leader and you're looking to grow your team, you're looking to get more orders, the same thing is with the customers. Sometimes we get a little carried away on what we'll do in an effort to get our team members to place orders or to place orders over a certain amount, and we might come up with incentives that end up having us giving away or spending all of our earnings in order to provide those incentives. So you want to kind of take a look at what you can afford to do to reward your team. And whether or not that's something that you want to do, if that's something that you want to spend. And you also want to look at, what you're rewarding, what activities you're incentivizing, and if they're going to be worth it. Because obviously, if you're doing something that's going to cause more of your team members to place orders or more of your team members to place over a certain size order, then that's going to be worth it. It's going to raise your team sales. It's going to raise your activity. You're going to earn more money, and it'll be worth, sharing a bit of that with your team as a thank you for helping you to do that. But you don't want to do something in a way that it doesn't end up growing your team. I mean, yeah, sometimes you got to try something to find out if it's going to work or not. But in a way that you're giving away all of your earnings, because then that just kind of defeats the purpose, especially if it's not actually growing your team the way you wanted it to. So, so if you're ever feeling like, okay, I'm really not making enough money for the time I'm putting into it, or this is taking me, a lot more time, on the time factor. So, you're looking at a customer who says, I want a discount or I'm not going to order, or you have a customer who says, is giving you the runaround for delivery, or they're not available when you deliver in their area, or what have you. You really have to weigh the cost versus the benefit. Is it going to be worth, doing whatever the customer is asking to keep them as a customer or to get that order? So, I'm just going to encourage you to not be that car salesman, not be that I will do anything to get you into a car, to sell you a car. And really take a look at those things and weigh the benefit versus the cost of them, and if it's right for you in your business. Like I said, there's not a hard or fast rule. No discounts, never deliver on a day that's not good for you or anything like that. But it's weighing the benefits of that. And by the flip side of that, look for instances where going that little extra mile, offering that little something extra could be a good thing. If you've got a customer who, orders every single campaign $50 or more, 20 out of 26 campaigns in a year, give her a discount, give her a gift, give her something as a thank you. And that could be a time where giving a discount, giving a gift could result in, that's the extra little thing that you needed for this person to start telling everybody she knows, you should talk to my Avon lady because she is awesome and she will hook you up. So, that's, there are times when doing those sorts of things are valuable for, building customer loyalty or encouraging, bigger orders or what have you. But also, if you're discounting all the time, the discount kind of loses its power. They just come to expect it, and then you're stuck giving it all the time to keep the business. So, take a look at that, evaluate how you're doing your business. Make sure you're not giving away the store. So, remember, it's not that you can't give away anything, just don't give away the whole store. And if you need any help, kind of taking a look at, analyzing what you're doing and seeing where you might be able to make some changes to make your business more profitable, to make it run more efficiently and more smoothly. I'm always happy to sit down and help you talk through that and find that perfect balance that's just right for you. So hope you're all having a wonderful day. We'll see you all again in a couple of weeks, and happy Avoning.